The state of Kansas is broke, extremely broke.
Kansas ranked 28th in February in the nation.
Job growth in Kansas lags behind the rest of the country.
At the state level, lawmakers are pushing for economic development in Kansas.
In one word, what's the future of Kansas?
In one word, what's the future of Kansas? The future of Kansas is unwritten.
When my administration took over in 2019, economic development was my top priority for Kansas. We needed to spark new growth, and it was clear that to make it happen, we needed a plan.
By establishing our framework for growth and making several agency-focused reforms, we keep our state ready for new economic investment.
$20 billion in private sector investment, over 1,100 successful projects across every region of our state, and all of that since the start of 2019. This is the new Kansas being built before our very eyes.
Commerce has worked with legislators on both sides of the aisle to restore the budget, extend and expand programs, and to make historic new investments in infrastructure, broadband, housing, childcare, tourism, community vibrancy, recreation, workforce training programs, apprenticeships, and many more initiatives that continue to build capacity across Kansas.
As a state, we had a decision to make when COVID hit. We could either pause and wait to see how the chips fell, or we could hit the gas and chase opportunities that had popped up as a result of COVID. We aggressively went after those opportunities, and it allowed us to go from being a middle-of-the-pack state economically, ultimately the next year to #1 in the country for attracting private sector investment. All of that work had continued despite the challenges when COVID hit. We've been able to go out and sell a vision to other talented people who want to be part of something that's larger than themselves. And what greater cause is there than to build your state?
I took over Kites in 2018, and then 2020 hit. It just shifted everything. For us to be able to receive those small business working capital grants from the Kansas Department of Commerce was huge for us. I don't know if we would have been able to make it through without some of those grants. Kansas is growing. Our local atmosphere is different than any other state. We're hopeful for the future just to keep improving.
Kansas has tremendously advanced in both economic and community development, and not only in Kansas City area, but entirely across the state.
We're here at North America's largest wheat protein plant, Amber Wave in Phillipsburg. At this state-of-the-art facility, we're meeting the rising demand for high-protein ingredients. And in the process, we're powering more than 60 new jobs and investing more than $250 million here in rural Kansas. Amber Wave is committed to prosperity here on the plains. We are powering a sustainable future and employing a skilled Kansas workforce in the process. It's about creating opportunity everywhere and utilizing the Kansas strengths, which are what make this facility in Amber Wave a natural fit.
In Kansas, we would not be able to do the economic development we're doing without the quality of life issues being addressed. And building the partnerships throughout the state with the Kansas Department of Commerce and our local communities is incredibly important in achieving our goal to make Kansas the most amazing place.
If we've done things right, Kansas will always be getting a gold shovel. Kansas will always be 1 or 2 or 3 in the country for attracting private sector investment on a per capita basis. If we're doing it right, that will be the new normal. And that's something that I think every Kansan can be proud of.